He began to speak and he began to say, I am not a goat, I am a sheep. My relationship with God is so developed to a point where I have become a sheep. When we talk about a sheep, we are talking about an animal that is able to submit. We are talking about an animal that is not difficult to be led, that is not difficult to be guided, that is not difficult to follow the instruction of the shepherd. We are having two kinds of believers in the church. They are goats and they are sheep. There are those who've got an attitude of a sheep, and there are those who've got an attitude of a shepherd. Of a goat. My question to you is that what type of a Christian are you today? Are you a goat or are you a sheep? When we talk about a sheep, we are talking about a very submissive animal, and when we talk about a goat, we are talking about a very rebellious animal. Let me tell you something different about a sheep and a goat. A goat is an animal that is the most notorious animal in the world, one that is so difficult to rule, one that is so difficult to actually be able to guide and to submit to the will of the master. That's why everywhere you see a goat, you find the goat is tied. Why? Because if the goat is not tied, the goat will go astray. The goat will go wayward. Am I speaking to somebody? Let me tell you one attitude of a goat. One attitude of a goat is that when the owner owns the goat, in the mind of the goat, it actually thinks it owns the owner. That's a kind of an attitude of certain believers that dictates the way their lives should be. They've got no place for God in their hearts and in their lives. When God says go to the left, they go to the right. When God says go to the right, they go to the left. That's a kind of goatish mentality, and there are a lot of believers like that in the church that want to see the dimension of the manifestation of David, that he saw where he was no longer in want, in a place where he's no longer in want. But the thing is, they have a goatish mentality. They are wondering why they are failing to experience the blessing of God, and yet they are forgetting to say they are not in a place where they have become a sheep in the face of God. They've become a sheep in the dealings of God, in their walk and relationship with God. Listen, a goat is a very terrible animal that even when danger is coming, it actually has no ability to sense danger. A goat can stand on the road and there is a Marco Polo coming, the goat will not move. Why? Because the goat is so useless in its way of doing things that it's so careless and it cannot even sense when danger is coming. That's the same way a lot of believers are today with their spiritual lives. They are so reckless and they are so careless, and they live their lives anyhow, and yet they are expecting the blessing of God to manifest. I want to tell you that until you become a sheep, until you become submissive to the will of the Father, to the will of God, until you become a sheep in the eyes of God, you can never see this dimension of David that we experienced, that we are talking about. We see when David is talking about how he experienced this dimension. He says, the Lord is my shepherd, meaning I've become a sheep. I have grown in my spiritual life to a point where I've become a sheep. I have become a sheep. I have become a sheep. Then he says, I shall not want. He was confident enough to even confess it and say, I shall not want. Some other versions say, I shall not be